I must say, this particular video is really not really about her. We're going to hear her out. But this one, I have to break it down by what I've always been saying. I got to break it down by the zodiac sign. A lot of people is missing what's going on between Meghan Markle and her husband and what's going on. So we're going to hear what she has to say. Then I'm about to break it down to you because a lot of people don't understand what's going on. So we're going to let her do a little bit of talking. And then I'm going to chime in so you guys can get a better understanding. Instead of hating or not liking somebody that you understand, but you really don't understand. So this one I have to make it more about the zodiac rather than the madness, which she doesn't understand. A lot of people act like they understand it. Hey, Caroline, I understand it. And then when it's in your face, then all of a sudden you don't understand it. I don't get that with people, but let's go.
Interview just today. It took me forever to find like the replay of it. Like they trying to hide that like that's some type of pay-per-view show. Y'all aired that on CBS. Y'all better stop playing. Oh, wow. Okay, so I took notes for it, but I don't even really need my notes. And a lot of people might be a little bit surprised at how I talk about this because listening to them talk and listening to Meghan talk, because the way that the interview was set up is that, okay, Oprah did the interview. And they had Meghan there first to speak, and then Harry joined her like mid-interview and said he had been listening the entire time to what she was saying. And even though people might be a little bit surprised how I come at this, I still, in the long run, blame her for their situation, but differently than what the mainstream media would blame her for. Because I don't think that this was some type of plan from the beginning to get him away from them. I think, here's what I think, because Meghan as much as said this, and this is why I titled it The Cautionary Tale of Meghan Markle. Because when she first got married, or they announced that they were going to get married, every Black woman in America who had nothing to do with any of that was cheering Meghan on, like, oh, we can do it, even the, royalty wants to marry us. They took her marriage or relationship or happiness and lived vicariously through that as sort of a thumb your nose to basically Black men. Never mind the fact that Meghan doesn't really look Black. She got a little bit of a nose or whatever. Pretty please.
Like I said, this video is not about her looking Black, acting Black, wanting Black, or disrespecting Black. The problem is, I said, once you get into it, I'm going to break it. I had to skip past a lot of that because this is not what this video is about. I got to explain Meghan. I have to explain Harry. I have to explain William, and I also have to explain Kate. So y'all can see how these dynamics go. Sometimes you got to sit back to see what is in their astrological. What does they sign play in this battle that's going on here? Okay? Then y'all get a better understanding of Meghan. You get a better understanding of Harry. And you get a better understanding. And then his mother. Okay? So I'm going to skip through the part to where she starts talking about girlfriend, right? We're going to skip past that part. And let's see what she got to say now.
Because I got 51 people and I have 34 likes. So could we go ahead and hit the like button? It's completely free. And that helps to support the channel. Also, asked her husband to be more candid with her about what exactly am I going to be required to do. How is this palace life? Because remember, Meghan grew up in LA. So she's American. And she sat there in that interview and was like, I was thinking it was going to be like marrying a celebrity. Well, you know, like they were famous people. And she was like, when I got there and really started like interacting with them, I realized that it was not that at all. It was not that at all. And so this is why I entitled this The Cautionary Tale of Meghan Markle, because I guarantee you her and her mother was thinking in this Disney princess fairy tale kind of way about she was going to marry into the royal family and she was going to get some type of status as the Princess of Sussex.
Okay. Let me start right there. What is Meghan Markle? She's a lioness. She's a Leo. She already knows she's a queen. Whatever, she didn't need the palace to make her anything. In her mind, in the lioness mind, they're already a queen. They have dreams, and whatever their dreams are, they go out and get it. So if she dreamt of getting her a prince and she really wanted it, that's what she's going to do. It's not her fault that what she dreamed of, she went after it. Right? It's not her fault. So, yeah, they have a fairy tale mind, but shouldn't you? Shouldn't you? But they didn't make her, and she didn't want. She's already made in her mind. Shit, I turned heads. What? Okay. Now let's hear a little bit more.
And her mother was gonna get some type of proxy treatment because she was her mom, and she was just gonna have to make a few appearances here and there, jet set across the world. You know, you say hi to the paparazzi, and you have your babies, and you just kind of, live the good life. You do you.
See, this is where you're incorrect, because you don't you're a Gemini, but you forgot this is a lioness. A lioness don't take handouts. Okay, a lioness does not change. A Leo does not change for nobody. They do not. They do not take handouts, and they must work for whatever they get. That's why she did not fit with them. See, you got to remember why. Why did he pick her? Why did he pick her? First of all, I told you guys time and time and time again, a Virgo and a Virgo and a Cancer, their adult life depends on their childhood life. that they receive from their mother and father. Them are the two signs I always tell you all the time. You have to be careful. So, their mother was a loving mother, right? Princess Diana was a loving mother. So, she gave William exactly what he needed, and she gave Harry exactly what he needed. But but something happened along the way that she was taken from the both of them. So now the two signs that need this love the most as being young, now they don't get it. Cause now they have to live that palace life. It's not good for them two signs after they receive all the love that they can receive from their mother. Now that has stopped. It stopped. And I told you, if they're not treated correctly, they become out of control adults. Right? So I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish with this.
And all of that. I guarantee you that's what she thought was gonna happen.
And I guarantee you that's what she made sure did not happen. I can guarantee you. If you, honey, I can't tell you nothing about no other song, but I can tell you about Leo. She if she didn't marry a prince, she was gonna make it. She was making it happen herself anyway. She was a humanitarian anyway. She was an ambassador anyway. She was doing for people anyway. This is before she even had real money. This is before she had money. If she didn't like something, the line is that she is took need into getting it done. She even wrote a letter about a commercial. When they, every time they see a commercial, when they come down to clean, they had a woman there. She wrote a letter. She was going to do that regardless. Regardless. That line is what happened was y'all thought y'all was going to change that line. Is the same way Queen Elizabeth's daughter. That's also a lioness, and she works 90. She's the most hardest working Royal Highness or whatever that there is. She outworks everybody. She outwork, and this is, and look how old Prince Elizabeth's daughter is, and she outworks everybody. A lioness is not going to sit down and be pampered. But no, they got to get out and do something. They have to leave a mark on this earth. But let's let that scratch, because we still got to get back to Harry and William. William being the Cancer, Harry being the Virgo. So right about now, they are distraught. They are distraught. Because first of all, William can't really express how he feels because they have to make him king ready. So you talking about a sign. He's a cardinal, so he's going to be good. But you're talking about a sign who can feel stuff, but now they got to teach him not to feel. He's a water sign, but he has to be taught not to feel because they have to make him king ready. You know, he can be the king because he's a cardinal sign. But what about poor little Harry? When Virgo, something happened, that's the purpose of him going so out of control. And I'm glad he did do that interview with Oprah because he got a chance to express, what, he had mental problems from his mama. And this, I tell you, I know what I've been talking about. I'm trying to school you guys. A lot of things they do, and they could be really mean. That's why he was so disrespectful to the media. The media, in his mind, did what they did But the point is, it had nothing to do with the media. The point is, he don't have that love no more. Can you imagine being born and they call you the spare? You're not even call a child, you call the spare. And on top of that, you're not getting mommy's love no more. You're put off to go hear it. That's not good for a Virgo. That Virgo going totally out of control. Totally out of control. And then William can't help him because both sides are suffering. Both sides, because he's still in Cancer. So both of them signs need love from their parents more than any other sign. So one cannot help the other. Both of them effed up in the head. But one can show it and one cannot show it. William cannot show it. They have to make him king ready. So he gets to show it. He gets to show the bad behavior. But William have a lot of bad behavior too. But the Cancer that he is, you're not going to see it because Cancers is good at what they do. Cancers is good at what they do. Okay? So now they older. And now they telling them, you have to pick a wife. We need some more heirs. We need some more heirs to the throne. Y'all better pick a wife. But in their mind is they're not healed yet. Because the wives have to be a certain way. And them two out of all signs, the mama's not here to give them the love no more. So they will want to pick somebody they in love with, but cannot. They got to pick what's suitable for them. They got to pick what's suitable for them. For the Royal Highnesses. See, she don't understand what she's talking about. Talking about somebody want to be the queen. Shit, my will say, I am the queen already. What are you talking about?
Because you have to think that, because how do you not actually research the royal family? She's sitting up there talking about, I didn't even know they national anthem. What?
And why should she? Do you know their national anthem? Do any American know their national anthem? Y'all know England's national anthem? We don't know. We barely say our national anthem. So how the heck will we know theirs? That's what she say. That's what she say. Like what? Like I tell you, she don't know how to do her videos. And this, like I said, this is the one video that I have to break it down by the signs. So I'm really not caring about what she say. I'm just showing you how stuff fits in. So let's carry on.
You thought you was gonna go over there and be an American woman with your freedoms and your this and your that. Realize you can't just hop in the Bentley and go nowhere. Okay? You're not gonna be going to Starbucks with your friends with your yoga pants on. Okay? Miss Hot to Trot. Your time must always be accounted for. Your whereabouts must always be accounted for.
Now, on that part, she's absolutely correct. When you go and marry into these Royal Highnesses people, you have to act accordingly. I still have a cold, guys, a sinus cold, so pay me my voice no mind. But that part is apt. But you're talking to a Leo. You're talking to a Leo. Yes, they don't change for people. If they do change, they're going to change for themselves. It's going to better you. But a Leo and all these rules and regulations, and I can't do this and can't do that and can't do this, that doesn't go with Leo. But you got to realize, before we get into all of that, why was Kate picked and why was Meghan picked? Why was these two women picked? Now, William, being the Cancer that he is, he picked the Capricorn. That would be Kate, right? So Kate is all about the status. Capricorns love the status. So she's going to let him do things, and long as she keep that status. She couldn't care too much about. She going to care, but she ain't giving up her status for nobody. Like my God, I got picked. So in her mind, I got picked. So, woo, thank you, Jesus. I done got picked. But he needed that stability from Catherine, from Kate. He needed that. He needed that because he has to stay within structure because they have to make him king ready. And she is queen ready because she can do that role. She can absolutely do that role because they, you know how Capricorns are. They by status. They about the work. They about the hierarchy. They're about their business. So he picked the right one for him because she's going to hold a lot of stuff down. She's going to make sure a lot of things is done while he's out there doing his soon to be king stuff. She's handling everything else. That's a Capricorn. And she didn't come into there with no money. So now she got it all with Prince William. Prince William. She got it all. Now you got Prince Harry here and done had 50 million women. 50 million women went off going crazy and everything else. Everything else. But who was he looking for in a woman? What was he looking for in a woman? And it didn't matter where he had to go to get that woman. Why was Meghan Markle picked? I already told you guys why she was picked, but we're going to speak upon it a little bit more. And we got to stop hating people because they are the way they are. We got to stop that.
It only looks like you get this privileged way where people are catering to you. That catering is really smothering and watching and making sure you don't step out of bounds. Remember that she married Harry, which is Princess Diana's son, one of her sons. We know what happened to Princess Diana. For those of you all who are too young to remember Princess, as Black or even half Black, she has always stated that she is biracial. Right. Thank you, Mr. Mead. So that cup of reality is piping. Had married a young Jeff Bezos or somebody. Not the same. Wealthy, yes, but living in a completely different world. So you married into a culture that you didn't really understand and another level of that culture because you married into UK culture, but not even common UK culture. You marry into the culture of the monarchy, which is a completely different realm of being. Completely different. That outsiders don't know about. If you're an outsider to that, you don't know the inner workings and the nuances of how the royal family actually operates. And if you become a part of that machine, you are expected at all times to do whatever they designate your job is to do. And they don't really want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts about what part of this job you don't like. And if
again, I hate to say it, she's absolutely correct. But we're talking about a lioness here. We're talking about a real lioness. We're not talking about one that is just a regular old Leo. No, she's a real Leo. She don't care about all of that. She doesn't care. She don't none of that means nothing because in her mind she was already a queen anyway. In her mind she's royalty anyway. That's how Leos think. So she's going to go over there and she's going to try. But if she had to play the role, she's going to play the role like it ain't no other, honey. But she could not play the role. See, this is where people is mixing it up. She couldn't play the role the way it was supposed to be played because that Leo is going to outshine Catherine. And that's what happened. Just because. Just because. So she would have to dumb herself down, but she can't dumb it down because that Leo was all in her. You could see it. Her dressing skills was like, whoa. So every time she turned around, it was put out there that she was outshining Kate. But she is a lioness. We can't help it. When they get dressed to the 90s. Well, 90s is over, so that's an old saying. They get dressed to the 2040s, 2040s, I don't know. But I'm saying that was the majority. But why did he pick her? It's the question is, but why did he pick her? Because we still have two damaged kids. They're still damaged. So Kate had to get William on point, had to get him on point and keep him on point. She is their Capricorn. She's going to keep William, on point at all times. She's going to let him know, keep your eyes on the prize. The prize is being the king. No, she ain't going to let that man show no emotion. Listen, take your emotions, throw them out the window. We got a job to do. See, that's what her and Prince Charles conversations is about. We have a job. We have a job to do. Because yes, she included herself in that. We have a job to do. We got to be king and queen. We ain't gonna let nothing stop us. At all. He needs that right now because he's damaged. Because his mother transcended. So he needed to hear Harry, even though he can do it, William, even though he can do it himself, he's a cardinal sign just as much as her. They are business people and everything else. They are very good. But the point is, he was damaged as a child because the love that he received have now left him. So now everything is about rules and regulations. So you went from having love to now everything is rules and regulations. Everything is rules and regulations. That's it. And then he turned around and married somebody who's all about rules and regulations. But he needed that because he has to stay that way because they have to make sure he's king ready. There's not a better sign that's going to help him stay king ready but that daggone Capricorn. You understand? There's no other sign that's going to keep him that way. Because she's not losing her status for nobody. For nothing. She's not going to do it. So at this point, it has nothing to do with when it comes down to Meghan Markle, it has nothing to do with America. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. She's going to be herself regardless. So let's go.
If it gets too hard, they're not trying to hear that. All right? It's not a normal thing. You didn't marry a baller, Meghan. Married a prince, his title, that was his birthright, a prince. All right? So she better be glad, because I think Harry actually loves her. And I think she better be glad that he does. Because I think he really loves her. And he said something very interesting in the interview, because she had stated before in the interview that she felt suicidal. She felt very depressed, because you got to be on all the time. And she had gone to the firm, that's how they refer to it, to try to see if they will allow her to get some mental health help.
No, she went there because of all the hatred of her just being her. Come on now. Y'all know when a Leo come on the scene. But before we get to that part, we're going to get to why he picked her. Because he didn't, because of what happened. Remember, he's a Virgo. I tell you, Cancer, this is why only thing is making me do this video, because we have a Cancer and we have a Virgo. The two signs I keep telling you guys about, that their childhood is gonna determine their adulthood. Unlike, even though that can happen with anybody, but if you've been following me, you would exactly know what I mean. So now he is sitting up there, rebellion. Of course he's going to rebel. He's a Virgo child that lost his love. Who was else there to give him love? So he's still being rebellious, and he's always in trouble, and they can't control him. And you cannot control a Virgo once they get like that. You cannot. Virgo could be bipolar, tripolar, and they're all the above. You cannot. They're going to cause havoc. So he goes to the United States. He talks to a friend. Friend said, I'd like for you to meet somebody. Right? So he met Meghan, the lioness that she is. What part of the body the lioness control, or the Leo controls? They control the heart. They got plenty of love to give. That's why he chose her. Because she was the missing link of what he needed. She gave that man nothing but love. Nothing but love. And then when people see them walking and they be like, oh, she's always under him, or she always having his hand, or she's giving him, oh, it's okay, baby, or she's always holding his hand. No, she's doing that for him. See, that's the part y'all don't get. She's doing that for him. Or she's showing public attention to him. That's what Leos do. They love you. They're going to show the world they love you. It's hard to cut that off. That's what he needed. He needed somebody. That's what he needed. That's why he never stopped her. He ain't no punk. I remember, he, like you said, he is a prince. He is a prince. She ain't ruling nothing. Prince, she ain't turned him against nothing. Them Virgos are strong-minded people. And if they out of control, you can't make them do nothing. Y'all better go check these Virgos out now. Oh, she tearing the family apart. No. No. But one thing she was able to do, remember, he analyzed stuff too. Remember, Virgos are analyzers. They analyze a lot of stuff. So Meghan played a lot of different parts that was good for Harry. That was good for Harry. Not good for her, but good for Harry. Number one, he found somebody like his mama. He found somebody like his mama. When he found out that she was an ambassador, when he found out that she go on and show love to kids who was less fortunate, going to these different countries, being a humanitarian that she is, and on top of that, she's a lioness, so she controls the heart. So she's giving this man nothing but love. Nothing but love. And then behind closed doors, she's really giving him things that he wants. You understand what I'm saying? Behind closed doors, she's doing a lot of tricks there. Because her job, her aim is to satisfy her man. So now he found somebody like his mama. And then he found somebody that's not really scared of them. So now, how does this work in the benefit for Harry? Well, Harry was trying to find a way out anyway, trying to find a way out. So he picked a woman that is like, I am too independent. No, I am not living in your grandmother's house. She is the one that made him grow up. Lioness don't play, but it still works out for him because she now gets to outshine the brother because he never had that before. He had to do bad things before to outshine his brother and his sister-in-law. He had to stay in the news constantly. But it was time for him to grow up and do it a different way. Who is best to get but a Leo? Who is the best person to get but a Leo to help you shine? Who gonna teach you how to shine? Who gonna teach you to say F them all? He knew what he was picking. He picked her. She didn't pick him. I don't care what dream she had. I had a dream she had when she was a kid. He had to pick her because he has a plethora of women. He gets to choose. You just don't say, I have a dream I'll marry a prince and it just happened. You know how many people had that same damn dream? How many people had that same dream and all they got was a damn frog? So we're going to leave that alone. Stop it with that. Because that lioness, what's the lioness planet? The sun. They're going to shine. They're going to shine anyway. They are going to shine. And that's what he needed, to spotlight to be put on him where he could shine. Even though it was negative, but Leo used to it. That's the part y'all forgetting. Leo was used to the hate. So he knew that she could withstand all the hate that was going to come her way. But he also knew he wanted to break free. He also knew he wanted to break free. And he needed a strong-minded woman. But being that, Catherine, she'll wear something, and then when Meghan wears something, everything is Meghan was getting too much love. Just like his mother. They didn't like that. They didn't like that. Lioness don't give a damn. She didn't say nothing. She didn't do nothing. She didn't bother nobody. All she did was show up. And people was mad. That sun was shining, baby. Even when it was raining, that sun was shining. But she used to the hate. She used to the backlash. She don't give a damn. Don't ever think she ever cared one moment. Only thing was that what she was doing was she was just showing Harry another way to do it. Harry needed her. She didn't need Harry. He needed that masculinity, but in a feminine way from her. He needed to talk. He needed somebody he could talk to about his ideas and what he want to do in life and who he want to serve, because she already have that. So why not marry somebody who together, which they don't talk about, together they can get a lot accomplished. But he had to get out of that stage. He had to make sure he found the woman that was like mommy, that can give him nothing but love. She's going to love that man through everything. But the only thing she did not do, which Leos usually do, is she knew her place, because a lot of things that went down with Harry, a lion is usually like, I don't care if you got an alpha man. You're going to move that man back. Say something about their man or their children if you want to. That she could not do. So that's what made her have to go to the firm. Like they're talking about my man, they're talking about my kids. I can't scratch their eyeballs out. I may not can't follow the other rules, but this rule I have to follow. See, y'all don't see what's going on here. That rule she has to follow. All that fingernails and all this other like I did, whatever. I want to wear any color I want. No, I do not want to wear nude, but yeah, I wear nude. Everything else she could put up with, but when you go after her family, she couldn't do nothing about it. That's why she said, I got to get the hell up out of here before I slip. Before I slip and say something. She ain't worrying about y'all hate. She ain't worrying about none of that. You're not going to make her change the way she think about herself. Okay? And then he needed that because he needed a scapegoat. Not calling her a scapegoat, but he needed a woman that was independent, was going to make him independent. He needed somebody that said, hey, you need to start your own life. You need to get out your grandmother's house. You are your own man. And then do it with love. Well, let's finish hearing what she got to say.
And they were not really allowing her to get that help. And she was like cracking under pressure, you know?
No, she never cracked under pressure. Actually, the pressure, she loved the pressure. She loved the pressure. The part was she couldn't speak out. Because then that will really end her and her husband. See, chick, you got it kind of twisted. The pressure is very good. Like, word, I love the pressure. Because what does Leo do? They'll prove you wrong. They'll say what they got to say and prove you wrong. It's not her fault that all of you guys got intimidated by her. A lot of people get intimidated by Leos. And then that Virgo too, that Virgo like, God, that I done hit the jackpot. I hit the jackpot. Because to the people, nothing Meghan could do would be wrong. Same thing with his mother. But the people who was intimidated by her are the ones who was complaining. What did she ever say and do to anybody? Then they say, oh, well, she cut her father off. Y'all never asked, you can't say why she cut her father off. She knows why she cut her father off. The man sold her out. She would have did that if she wasn't even a queen of queen. Like, hold up now. Them a Leo cut you do what's dirty, they'll cut your ass right off. They'll cut you off like you never existed. But I hope they do make up. He is getting old.
She didn't know how to handle them. She didn't really know how to interface with them. She was still thinking in her American mindset. That was the problem. Because Harry grew up in that. He grew up there in the palace, on the palace grounds. You don't have independence. You don't have true independence. You serve the crown. Even if people want to think that it is now just symbolic, and to a certain degree it is, because the monarchy doesn't just rule Britain anymore. Like the queen isn't passing down edicts anymore. You know what I mean? But she still holds the title, and the title still means something. You still are public servants to a certain degree.
Hello. Both of them love being public servants. That's why he picked Meghan, because she was a public servant. Duh.
You have to engage in philanthropy. You have to engage in all of these various different, endeavors that the crown is involved in. As members serving the crown, you have to do your job to the crown. And by her like breaking down and all of this sort of thing, she said when she had their first child, because she's pregnant again, very pregnant. When she had their first child, they, like right before the baby was born, they basically told her that the little baby's name is Archie, their first son. And they basically told her and Harry that that little baby not gonna be no prince. You think what you want him, but he not. We're not giving him no title. He doesn't get a title. And therefore, since he won't have a title, he's not going to need royal protection, because you know they have royal guard. Like the president has the Secret Service, they have a royal guard that go with them everywhere. And they told her that baby not gonna be no prince. Now, how about that?
So it makes you happy that somebody is talking about somebody else's child like that. And that goes right back to what I'm saying. You ain't gonna tell a lioness about their kids. Don't come for their kids. Yeah, I think it is really time for me to leave. It's time. It was time for her to go. You're talking about her kids now, and she cannot do nothing about it. You damn right. I'm getting out of Dodge. She had to leave. Oh no, call my child a monkey and all this other stuff. Oh no, I got to go. Gotta go right now. I gotta go. It may make She wasn't. You think she cared about her son having? She didn't care about her son having a title. You look at all the names they called the son before he was even born. They talked about the poor little boy, and the lioness that she couldn't do nothing. Matter of fact, if she could have swam, she didn't even need a plane. She'd have put that baby on her back and swam all the way back to America. Like, F your plane, F your car, F your everything. Because me and my baby still going to be good. Remember, Leo don't change. Leo does not change. So what y'all thought that y'all was going to do to her, it was not going to happen. And then she knew she had to leave because everything that she did outshined Kate. Kate is supposed to be the next queen. She's not going to kiss Kate's behind, nor she's going to kiss William's behind. So again, that's the second reason I got to go. I know she's going to be queen, and I know that she's going to forever be over me. She's going to be forever dictating my life. I'm not going to have my life dictated. And that's something that Prince Harry wanted too. But he had to find the woman that was strong enough to get him to do it. See what I'm saying? Everything Meghan Markle does benefits Prince Harry. But y'all thinking that he's benefiting her, but she's benefiting him. So y'all be having shit twisted. These are the things he wanted to do a long time ago. He been wanting to do this. So if anybody could have fixed the relationship, wouldn't have been Catherine. It would have been Meghan. Meghan know how to get to the heart of the matter. That's why she was able to reach out to Prince Harry, because she knew how to get to the heart of the matter. Like, baby, what's going on? What you need help with? There's always what we gonna do. Y'all wanted Meghan to take y'all bullshit. She ain't take y'all bullshit. She ain't disrespect y'all, but she ain't taking y'all bullshit. No, sir. No, I'm not gonna have Catherine over my head for the rest of my life, and everything I want to do, I gotta go through her to do it. I don't think so. And that Catherine can't help who she is, the Capricorn that she is. She's gonna stay with the protocol. And if Catherine stayed with the protocol, the friendship that Meghan thought that she was going to get out of Catherine, she did not get. What she wanted was friendship. Remember, she controls the heart. So she thinking that we're going to all be in love, kumbaya. Yeah, that's the mistake that she made. She thought that her and Kathy was gonna be friends. Like, hey boo, what's up, girlfriend? Where? Yeah, Harry doing this. Yeah, his brother. They so crazy. Uh huh. That's what she thought. But Catherine, the Capricorn that like chick, I don't have no time for you. I don't have. I don't have. It wasn't William. It had nothing to do with William. It had everything to do with Catherine because one is going to be a queen, but one in her mind is a queen already. So we have two queens. We have two queens. One is by title, and one is a queen the same way his mother was. Again, that's another reason why he picked her. You got little boys and stuff that was scared to look at Meghan because they like, oh my God, Harry's going to get me. But you're beautiful. She was getting too much love. Too much love. And Harry, like, yes, 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 yes. Catherine was not. But Catherine doesn't care about that. Catherine looking for that, ready to be the queen. That was on her mind. So anything that comes to helping anybody, Meghan is down with it. Like, this person need help for sure, I'm there. That person need help for sure. That's what Leos do. Leo job is to serve. What are you talking about? She couldn't do it. Of course she could do it. She does it in her sleep. And when Leo's in their sleep thinking about how they're going to help somebody or what can they do to help something, to get something done. Talking about she got Harry whipped. No, she ain't got Harry whipped. Harry know why he picked her because Harry already had these thoughts. Harry just needed somebody who was strong enough to pull his ass out of there. Harry needed somebody who did not care about the queendomhood, the kingdomhood.
Okay. Let me fast forward a little bit. Harry said something that was very interesting to me during that interview. And he said, as he watched his wife mentally break down, he started getting flashbacks about his mother. And he didn't want history to repeat itself like it did with his mom. He didn't want to see his wife or his child end up like his mother. And he said that to tell that was ultimately that was the reason why he decided that they should get distance from the family. I'm going to pause right here and I am going to ask once again for everyone to hit the like button. I have 83 people and I have 61 likes. Can we please hit the like button? It's free. And it shows that you are engaging with my channel and with the show. So he says he doesn't want history to repeat itself. And this is why I said some of you all are going to be kind of surprised at how I come at this. Because, see, the way that we have seen this is that Harry is a simp. Okay? And he simped for Meghan and did everything that she wanted him to do and gave up his birthright. And ultimately, he did give up his birthright and all of that for her. But I don't think it came from a place of simping for her. Yes, I do think that he genuinely loves her. And I think that he genuinely loves his family, like his children with her. However, I also think he's had it in the back of his mind anyway that these are the same people that killed my mama, because she wanted to leave, because she wanted a little bit more independence. Her and Charles had gotten a divorce. If you remember, if you're old enough to remember, Diana and Charles had gotten a divorce. She was seeing and was engaged to that multi-billionaire Muslim brother. And she had been going back and forth to the Middle East, wearing a hijab and all of that. And she wanted her children to be with her. Now, because she's dealing with the royal family, not going to let her just take the kids. And I don't even think she really wanted to just take them away completely. But I do. But Harry and Charles were kind of little boys at that time. And so, of course, she wanted them to kind of be with her and experience life outside of the shadow of the crown.
See, basically, all right, baby, thank you for coming. You know, I'll be here later when you come back, Caroline. Basically, she's saying the same thing that I'm saying. But remember, Diana, Princess Diana, was a Cancer. She couldn't pull it off. She could not pull it off. She couldn't pull it off. But that lioness could pull it off. The lioness done pulled it off. He needed Meghan to do what his mother could not pull off. He needed Meghan to pull off what his mother could not pull off. You understand? And then people like Harry so much that they'll give him a pass. Like, even though he's supposed to have, you know, the bodyguards and all this other stuff, but they like him and Meghan that much. They get a pass. Matter of fact, it's just the point of being born in the family is what's really, you know, I think because he was born in the family that he should be protected. People will always say, well, not at the tax dollars, the people tax dollars, but they do a lot of service. Your tax dollars, damn it, is being spent well. When he out there doing all these Olympic events for the children, I mean, for people that have like lost their limbs or whatever in the army, I mean, in a war or something. When he's doing all these good things, that tax dollars is being spent well. So y'all should give that man a bodyguard. But Meghan is doing what his mother could not do, because that lioness is a little bit stronger. It's a little bit stronger. And the man that she was messing with, that goes completely against. At least she's American. But that goes, when we talk about religions and stuff, Diana tried it. She tried it. But she did not. She tried it. But not like Meghan.
And before she could marry that man and make it official and leave the grounds and kind of get her own independence and all of that kind of stuff, she ended up dead in a London tunnel. Had to be a horrific time for them. Probably wasn't being told very much about what was going on. So that man sat there in that interview and basically said, listen, I had flashbacks. I I got PTSD about what they did. Somebody did to my mama. Now, he didn't say what they did to my mother because he doesn't want to incriminate the rest of his family or accuse them of something that he may not be able to prove. However, he did say that. Cautionary tale, ladies, is trying to reach for this pie in the sky that you don't even really understand the reality of. And it's like I said earlier, her and her mother thought this is the ultimate level up. And it wasn't at all what it was cracked up to be. Because she didn't understand, and this is something that I have said so many times, women do not understand mobility.
Oh gosh, girl, she's a lioness. She understands very well. She understands very well. That's why you chose to put that lioness as right there on your video. You know what the lioness understand. She didn't need them. She did not. She fell in love with Harry. Harry fell in love with her because they have the same interests. But what Harry come to realize is her strengths is what he needed. Her strengths and her love is what he did not have since his mother passed away. He got tired of bowing down. So he had to meet a woman that don't bow down. How about that? He had to meet a woman, not the one that I mentioned, Meghan Markle and President Obama has the same birthday. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? Meghan Markle and Barack Obama had the same. So you already know it's leadership in her. She's going to take the lead. That's the part you're not understanding. Now, I don't want to hear what she thought. That girl worked 18 hours on the set. She had to give up everything. She had to give up all her social media, which was booming. Her life was going very well for her before she met Harry. She was doing a lot of things to help women, to help men. She had to get rid of everything. At some point in time, a Leo cannot stay like that for so long. We can try. We can try, but we cannot. We cannot. And Harry knew that. Harry knew that. I'm not going to say Meghan was used, but she was sort of kind of used. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Harry used her, but he sort of kind of used her. And then he seen them tricks when them doors was closed. He seen them tricks that she was able to do. Like, oh, I think I'm going to keep this one. Oh, shucks. This lady is like, wow, wow, wow. Then he know just being with her, he's in the spotlight. She's the sun. Her planet is the sun. For him just being with her, the sun is on him too. These are the things he's never experienced before. Remember, when he was born, the father said, I have an ear and now I have a spear. Can you imagine being called a spear all your life? And now you in the spotlight and you're not next in line for nothing. He's not next in line for nothing because he done William done had 4 kids. They have 4 kids. He ain't next in line for nothing. So can you imagine all this just for just walking with her? He like, oh my God, here go Harry and Meghan Markle. They was mad as hell. But she can't turn that sun off. She She cannot turn that sun off. I'm sorry, she cannot do it if she tried to. She just has that. She's that real lioness. That's these certain things just ain't happening. She ain't bowing down to y'all. The cameras is gonna come to her regardless. They're gonna just like J Lo. She can't do nothing. People be thinking like, oh, they love the spotlight. No, we didn't ask y'all to come with the cameras. Y'all came with the cameras. People like, oh well, they call people and tell them to come with the cameras. No, you don't have to come with the cameras. A lot of things that happened, Prince Harry like, she, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I ain't no spare no more, damn it. I'm the one in the spotlight. I ain't no damn all this. That what you say, boo? What we gonna do now, boo? Remember, Harry is not used to that. That's why Harry was doing so much negative things. I told you, he's still a Virgo child. Him and his brother cannot connect. The only person who could truly connect them, if she felt like it, would be Meghan. It would not be. It would not be Catherine. It would have to be Meghan. Because Meghan is the only one who knows how to get to the heart of the problem. That's why she sat there. I forgot. It was some last meeting or gala or something. And Meghan walked in, baby, looking good, looking good. And Catherine said hello to everybody but her. And who stole the spotlight? This chick stole the spotlight again. You cannot dim Leo's light. Guys, please remember that. They let them turn their fire down. But you cannot. And then she could even have to open her mouth. Then he put that umbrella over her. He's like, he put that umbrella, make sure none of that rain got on his wife. He finally get to be the man that he want to be. Remember, he's being the man. She made him be the man. Because remember, I know you're an alpha male, but I know she knows she could come up missing. That's how I know Harry's in control. But she letting Harry be all the man he needs to be. His whole vocabulary is different now. All he talking about is protecting his woman, protecting his child, all of this stuff. He's taking the heat, even though she don't need Harry at all to protect her or take the heat, but she has to. She has to do. But she don't need it. Oh wow, she's nervous. You be seeing them hand experts. And them experts be like, well, look how she grabbed him. I'm like, no, that's for Harry. That's not for her. She holding Harry's hand, the whole Harry hand for him, not for her. Where my lioness and my Leo's at? We don't want nobody holding our hand all damn day. We don't want nobody under us all damn day. But if you need our help, we'll hold your hand. We will hold your hand. We don't need you to hold our hand. But we'll hold your hand. You know, if you want to show people you in love, you pick the right person to do it. Because we will show the world we in love. Yes. You. So, like I said, I think people don't study this. His mama, even the mother, even that's the good side of Virgo. Exactly. She brought that out of him. That's what I was trying to say. She made him be exactly what he was intended to be. She brought it out of him. And people mad. People is mad. Hey, I'm telling you. And sometimes she may have to let Harry have it. I know that line is like, listen, I had to shut up in front of everybody outside, but I ain't shutting up in this house, damn it. Listen, Virgo, this is what I see in you. Let's go. You're 100% man. That's why I fell in love with you. Let's go. A lot of people can't take it. They can't take it. They are not used to. Damn, Leo come change the game all up. Like, baby, we is not bowing down, kissing nobody ass. That's Leo's talk. We ain't bowing, and you ain't bowing down no more. Give them the fucking house. They want the house. They complained about the house. That's all Leo. That's all Leo. That's all Leo. You like take the house. Fuck your house. Take your fuck your land. Fuck your transportation. Fuck your bodyguards. That's all Leo talk right there. That's all Leo talk. That's all Leo talk. Take your shit. Want your crown here? Take your fucking crown. I don't need it because I'm still gonna shine regardless. And that's what Catherine could not understand. Now you want to talk about my kid? I got to go. And he like, yeah, baby, we got to go. I got this. That's because she trusts Harry. She trusts Harry enough to let Harry speak for her. Now his Virgo has now came. He has now elevated as a Virgo. He stayed in low Virgo for so long because Virgo needs their parents' love. So now that he found love in her, and she made his Virgo elevate. So now she could sit back and let Virgo do his job. She trusts him. Because if she did not trust Harry, if she didn't trust Harry, they would be in divorce city because she been done cursed everybody out. She'd be the next one missing, I'm telling you for real. Let this carry on because this chick don't know no better. And not just her. A lot of people don't know no better. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't get it.
She didn't understand all that would be asked of her or that would be required of her in that position. She thought she was going to be able to do her like an American woman, and that is not the case. He actually admitted in the interview that he has been cut off and they are living on what his mother left for him. And he actually said, I think she saw it coming, which is why she left me something outside of what the royal family gives me. See, this didn't shape up how Meghan and her mother, because we're not going to forget the hyena behind it all.
Yo, hyena ass. But where you stand incorrect as usual, because you never fully go into, like me, I fully go into what I'm saying. First of all, her mother is not a hyena, okay? Her mother wasn't behind her getting married to no prince, and things went exactly the way she wanted it. It went exactly. Her job was to elevate that Virgo. That's why God set them together. Whether you want them to be together or not. Yeah, here we go with the names. And she didn't want to look like a strictly hyena. Sometimes that Virgo, depending on how damaged they were when they were young, they need somebody to bring them up, bring them back up to their higher Virgo self. So she got what she wanted. What do you mean didn't go? Do you know she wanted to do that? Chick. She could have out. You don't think she could have outworked Catherine? You got her twisted. She could have, but that wasn't her place. Because everything that she would have done, she would have outshined Catherine. But Catherine, she had to leave on okay terms because Catherine would soon be queen. So she's gonna make sure Catherine does not make her life a living hell. It's time to go. And he like, yeah, shit. I'm gonna call to spare all this damn time. Let me go be a man over there. Let me go be a man over there. Mm-hmm.
Because even though she's more classy, Meghan is a hyena. She's just a non-ratchet hyena.
Oh, shit. She called her a hyena. You Yo, the hate is so real. She's just not a wretched hyena, but she's a hyena. No, that chick is a freaking lion. She's a lioness. You just mad. You just mad because all you do is talk and think that you're helping people, but she really truly goes out and help people. See the difference? All you do is run your freaking mouth. And this is before she was with Harry. This is before she was with Harry. She physically went out and helped people. People physically said thank you. She physically went out to different countries. She physically gave her name, put her name down on certain things to raise money for certain causes. What have you done, hyena, but sit there and run your damn mouth? That's all you do is sit there and run your goddamn mouth. But you can't touch her with a 10-foot pole. This is before she got married to Prince Harry. She went from being a woman that opened the suitcase on that show to getting little movie parts. She worked. That girl started from the freaking bottom. From the bottom. But even her at the bottom still done more for people, more for humanity. She done more for humanity than you ever done. But you want to call her a hyena? That's hatred in your heart. That's hatred. And you let the men turn you into a hateful person. I never seen Suits. Truly, but I only saw the clips of it. So hopefully it was a good show. Got the nerve. And she did all of this before she became a royal. You think Harry didn't run her resume down before he even talked to her? You think he a fool? Now he's royalty. Just to be in his presence alone. He got to know about you, right? When their mutual friend hooked them up, you think she didn't say, hey, I got the right girl for you. She does A, B, C, D, E. He like, damn, I do A, B, C, D, D, A. Yeah, I want to meet this girl. Then he met somebody who, the point is, y'all mad because she's not worried about the crown. That's what y'all really mad about. That lioness ain't kissing nobody's ass. That's what y'all mad about. No, she's not going to bow down. Now, if she respects you, she will bow down. Or whoever's a lion, I'm calling her a lioness because she's a female. The lioness respects you. The lioness would. And then they mad because she elevated. And not because he couldn't elevate himself, but she made him elevate his Virgo. They mad at that too because they're not used to this Prince Harry. They're used to Prince Harry getting in trouble all the time. But Harry grew up. And Harry didn't kiss no butt. She ain't kissing no butt. They're not with the get along. But some things she still has to do. I'm glad she trusts Harry enough to do it because, whew.
Her mother is also one that I bet cajoled her into, this would be wonderful, because her mother doesn't understand mobility either. And really did not prepare her daughter at all for what she was getting into because she didn't know what she was putting her daughter up to. Again, thinking that this is the ultimate level up, I'm really doing it big because you can't get any bigger than a rich, palm-colored royal man. In the eyes of these women, there is no higher level up. This is a Disney level up. This is a Walt Disney category 5 level up. How do you get more leveled up than an actual man palm colored, wealthy, and with a royal title that you're going to share in. He's the Prince of Sussex. She's the princess. Well, not anymore. And she went into it with this fairy tale mindset. Oh, I'm gonna be able to just live it up, and it's gonna be, yeah, I can handle some interviews, and I can handle some, galas, and you have to go in front of the press, and you have to show up and appear in these different places, and you got to do. Sure, I can handle that, but you can't handle that because you don't actually know what it is until you actually get into it and realize you're not going to be able to do your little American thing. You're going to have to do the British monarchy thing. And that's a completely different thing. Completely different. Thank you, Kay, for the cash out. And thank you again, Street Conservative says she thought all she was going to do was that stupid wave. People get groomed there. A bit more attention than the man on the moon. The caution here is stop trying to have these fantastical concepts, ladies, about these marriages with these non-black men. And I'm not even saying that to take a shot at Harry. Harry genuinely seemed like he's not. You can't just hop in the Rolls Royce and go down to the store and get you an apple. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do it. They ain't even really talking.
Misconception again. If Meghan wanted in, right? If Meghan wanted in, that means she was willing to do whatever it had to be done to get in. It's Harry who wanted out. So whichever one Harry wanted to do, she was going to back him. So it was not like she put herself, she thought that it was, she didn't think nothing. She knew how to be royalty. Everything that was required of her, she can do, but kiss ass. That she cannot do. They was mad because all the shine was on her and Harry. But she didn't want out. Because if she wanted out, she would never wanted to get in. So if she wanted to get in that bad, she would have followed everything to the T. She has no problem with that. The lioness has, if it's something the lioness really wants, we're gonna fall right in place. We got you. What new polish? Here, new polish it is. Oh, wear the skirt. Put your leg like this when you sit. Okay, put the leg like this when you sit. But one thing you cannot turn off was her loving people. And being that she was not brought up in, that part may be correct. She wasn't brought up in the royal family. But if you go back to the aunt, which is Prince Elizabeth's Queen Elizabeth's daughter, she can't turn off her heart neither. She's also a lioness. I believe her name is Princess Margaret, if I'm not mistaken. We cannot turn off our hearts. That's why she does till today does so much. She outworks everybody. She ain't gonna let nobody outwork her. And she's a female. And this is the daughter. And let's see the age of Princess Margaret. Let's see her age, if that's her name. Now, uh, Princess Margaret, yep, she's born August 21st. And wait, Queen who? King George? No. For Princess Margaret was her sister. But either way, she still was a lioness too. Prince I was talking about Anne. But Princess Margaret, I'm talking about Anne. She's another Leo. So Princess Margaret was a Leo. And the daughter I'm talking about, she's also a Leo. She's 71 years old. She is 71 years old as we speak. Birthday August 15th. None of them, none of them outwork her. And she has Prince Charles as her brother, right? He's a, none of them outwork her. You're not gonna outwork a Leo. It's not gonna happen. How many times you guys see me on here? They be like, "Dad, you on again?" Yeah, I'm hustling every day. I'm hustling, hustling, hustling. That's what we do. We hustle. We get the job done. We work very hard. So, um, if nobody works longer than Princess Anne, then check her out. She's the hardest working warrior there is. Meghan could have did the same thing if she wanted it. But Harry wanted out because she was going to do whatever it took to be in if she truly wanted to be. Harry wanted out. So she figured, well, shit, I ain't kissing nobody's ass any damn way. And I'm not living in nobody's grandmother's house anyway. Well, let's do this, boo. She gave that man all the strength, and she was his biggest cheerleader. She was Harry's biggest cheerleader. That's the part that people miss. It. They don't understand Harry wanted out. You can't talk about somebody wanting in and they can't handle it. Now they want out. No, if they want in, they're going to try their best to stay in until they get kicked out. They're going to say that's like if you go to the NBA because you played high school basketball so good, you played college basketball so good. Now you made it to the NBA. And now you realize you're not better than a lot of them, but you made it in. You're not going to leave because they are better than you. You ain't going to stop. Remember, you got a contract. I'm not going to say, you know what? I'm not better than them. They're going to still play until they keep getting transferred and transferred and transferred. And then eventually nobody wants them. See, that's how that goes. They don't just leave. I can't do this. Keep your money. No, they want to keep their money. And they're going to play with people who play better than them. They don't care. Same would apply here. If she wanted in, they're like, no, you're not working out. Nobody complained about her work ethic at all. People talk about Meghan, but nobody talks about her work ethic, so that wasn't a problem. Her doing whatever she had to do for the people wasn't a problem. Her changing her clothes wasn't a problem. Her deleting all her social media wasn't the problem. Y'all cannot even find the problem. I hear so much hate on her. I don't see where y'all can physically show me what she didn't do. She did everything. It was Harry who wanted out and took her free will spirit. Remember, Leo's a free spirit. We free will. And he absorbed it. Remember, Virgos absorb stuff. They can absorb you really quick. A Virgo could analyze you and absorb you really quick. And then they do it their way. They don't do it your way. They're going to do it their way. But they will analyze everything. Okay, I see how you do this. I see how you do that. Blah, 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 blah. Virgos see everything. Virgos see and notice everything. So, of course, he noticed her free will, her free expression, her love of life. She has a love of life. He haven't seen that in the royal family because they sort of kind of like robots, but not her. She has a thing for life. So that gave him a whole new life. That's the only thing that got him over his mom's was her outlook on life. Like she loved life. She loved it. She liked to go outside. She liked to look at the sun. To her, things were beautiful. She was about the life, which he needed. But nobody gonna tell you these things. They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you everything that's negative. They're not gonna tell you the truth. They're not gonna tell you the positive. They're only gonna tell you the negative. And my Virgos now, I'm telling the truth. My Virgos, I know I'm telling the truth.
Talking to him like that. For all intents and purposes, he's exiled along with her. And this is where I blame Meghan. Because you were unprepared to be in that world, to be in that man's life, you turn that man's life upside down.
Where my Virgos at? Where are my Virgos? Did you hear that bullshit she just said? Did y'all hear that bullshit? Where is my Virgos? Would y'all let her know that ain't nobody gonna make a Virgo do nothing? A Virgo, you ain't gonna turn. No, that's not gonna happen. They may not be known for being stubborn, but they are very stubborn. They are it. They no, nobody controls a Virgo. You ain't know that? Virgos, y'all better let them know y'all not controllable. Nobody gonna control no Virgo. You ain't gonna tell a Virgo what to do. Where at? Where at? They gonna do what they want to do. Then they mouths are, hey Blair. Then they mouths is like they mouths is terrible. Let a Virgo get into your ass. They tongue will cut you so bad you wish you had a fight with them. Like I've never fight with you because the words that you might say is gonna really, really hurt my feelings. So how do you blame her when he wanted out? She wanted in, he wanted out. That wasn't so hard to figure out now. Who wanted out and who wanted in? That's the question people never ask themselves. If y'all the one said she dreamt about it, right? So even though she said that too, but being that it was a dream of hers, she wasn't gonna go F it up. So obviously she didn't want out, he wanted out. She just showed him how to do it. She just showed them how to do it. Remember, he hasn't risen to his higher Virgo yet. She had to get him there because she got to the heart of the matter and made him like, baby, I got you. Then you're gonna fly. And that's what happened. I got you. Then you're gonna fly. He's a Virgo. He's been damaged. His mother passed away. He's not receiving any love. He's damaged. So at that point, he could not leave. My son is a Scorpio and my mom is a Virgo, and I can attest that Virgo in me is a MF, and they some of my favorite people. Uh huh. Mm hmm. But even if your moon wasn't in Virgo, that Scorpio was actually Scorpio and Virgo used to share a planet. People don't know that. Scorpio and Virgo used to share a planet until it split, right? But you dangerous, Blanche. That's all I got to say. You dangerous, but it's your Scorpio that's a mofo. It's your Scorpio that's a mofo. Now when you add the Virgo, woo, woo. So you dangerous, you crazy. I gotta be nice to you. I I gotta be nice to you. You really dangerous. I ain't messing with you. I'm glad you part of the sniper. For real. I'm glad you a sniper. I gotta be nice to you. I have to send, matter of fact, let me send you a flower or something. Send you a rose or something. This rose is for you. And this flower is for you, Blanche. Woo. Let me send you some roses, boo. I don't want no problem. Let me send you some roses. This for this is for Blanche. That's for Blanche. I don't want no problem. There you go. Pow. There you go. Oh God, I am so glad you are a sniper. But as I was saying, people don't say it how it's supposed to be said. One wanted out, one wanted in. But they making it seem like, well, this is what I blame her for. Chick, then you don't understand what you talk about. That psychology class that you said you didn't want to stay in college, maybe you should have stayed in that class. Then you will understand stuff and stop running your freaking mouth. Yeah, you. Now let's finish this off.
That man's whole life is different from everything that he has ever grown up to believe, to know, to see. And I'm not even mad that he gets to see a different side of life. I'm mad that it had to come under those types of circumstances from a woman that didn't understand his position or hers. She just wanted what she wanted and wanted what she thought she was going to get.
Well, what did she want? What did she want? Can you tell me what did she want? So you trying to say she messed up that? No, baby, you got it the other way around. And he had, and she's strong enough to stand there with her man. Y'all thought y'all was gonna bring her down, but not that lioness. No, no, no. You wasn't bringing that lioness down. That lioness don't give two F's. And you know that. In fact, take that lioness down as your water print. You don't understand us lioness. Take it down, take it down, take it down. You want to be with your hyena ass. Your hyena ass.
And this is how a lot of you ladies enter into even normal relationships, not even royal relationships. You enter into these relationships wanting what you want and not even considering the position or the future position of your husband and your family and what you getting what you want is going to do to them. You wanted this pie in the sky and this fairy tale and the long gowns and the money and the fame and the popularity to go with it and the level up to go with it, but you never thought about how is my unpreparedness for this going to do to this man. This is his world, not my world. She basically convinced him to come back to a world she was comfortable in, not thinking about how uncomfortable is he going to be to enter into my world where he has none of what he has grown up with and none of what he has grown up to be.
Oh, lady, shut up. She getting all emotional. She wanted money and status and the title. Ready, Rock? Go about your business. Go about your business, okay? Do that, do that, do that. Go about your business. She ain't want none of that. Go on with yourself. He been wanting to get out his personalities like his mom. Hi, Mother Loves Logic. Sometimes if I don't speak to you guys, and I mean not when you come in and say hello, and then you see me put your name up, that's me saying hello. But I don't want to talk during the thing. First of all, Ready Rock, And if she wanted it, so what? So what? So what if she wanted it? What's your point? Go about your business. Go find you some money, some status and title. Go find you somebody, ready, Rock, that has a title so you can know what it feel like. But like I said, this is not about that. No, but I could be rude because you was rude enough to answer a question that you don't know the answer for. I didn't. You don't know. She's the only person who could answer the question, not you. So why you answer a question that's not fit for you? That was being rude too. That was being rude. And if you was watching the video, I hate when people come late to class and don't understand what's going on. That's rude too. Well, I happened to pop on, but then you should have started from the beginning. I said it's really not about them. I said the video is about how their signs play a role in this matter. It's about William and Catherine, Cancer, Capricorn. Then it's about the Virgo and the Leo and how that all played a part in this thing. If Ready Rock was listening to the video, it has nothing to do with all this other stuff he's talking about. And I told you from the beginning, she's a lion and she didn't need nobody's title. She gives herself a title. She gives herself a title. Money, she's going to find a way to make her money. I'm just showing you the point of this. These are two damaged boys. These are two damaged boys. That Virgo and that Cancer, I tell you guys time and time again, them are the two signs that are affected by their childhood. Whatever their childhood was or whatever mommy and daddy did to them, that's what type of adult they will be. Until you're a Virgo. See? That's what. So you understand. You may have to rewind. You may have to rewind it, but I'm not going to get into the full Virgo because I did that video already. But I'm saying them are the signs that them two signs they need extra love and care. And that's what Diana did for her kids. She gave them extra love and care. And then when that was taken from them, they were broken every sense. They were broken every sense. That's why, and when it comes down to Kate and William, doesn't matter if they truly love each other or not. Because Kate is about the status anyway. Yeah, she would love to love, but she loved the status more. Now, that's one person you can actually say was there for the money and the title. Because that's what Capricorn is about. I wish I would have left Ready Rock in here so you could learn something. That actually what he says goes for Kate. When you research Capricorn, tell me that is not their forte. But you would never see in the Leo's forte, oh, we marry for money and for a title. We already think we already think that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We don't need it. We is it already in our mind. In our mind. But like I said, Leo controls the heart. So the love that he was looking for from his mother and the way his mother lived, she fit the category. And that's why he fell in love with her and married her. That void that he had since he was a little boy, when he was walking behind his mama to go get laid to rest, that boy ain't never been the same till Meghan came into his life. He has never been the same. Never, never. He needed somebody to love him unconditionally. And that's what Meghan did. Meghan knew that he wasn't going to be the next king. Meghan had a complete whole life of her own. And then our people get married for money. One minute they tell you married for money, one minute they tell you don't marry. Forget what people say. Forget what people say. They just see I'm talking about their mammy here, this hateful woman. That she's very hateful. She gets all emotional with somebody else's life without trying to really break it down. If she broke stuff down, I'd be like, okay. I get what she's saying. No, she just says what she says. Thank you. Blanche, thank you. I know what I'm talking about. See, these dumb people don't know what they're talking about. But I know what I'm talking about. I told you, that's why, if anything, everything they say about Meghan, that's really what's going on with Catherine. They forgot she is Capricorn. Shoot. And then poor Harry. You think Harry liked being the third wheel? Harry needed to be that Virgo. And he needed that Leo to get to the heart of the matter. And I'm so actually very proud to see him in his high level Virgo. I'm glad to finally see him in his Virgo. I'm glad he finally filled that void. See, people not going to say that. They may not like stuff, but what I see in him, I like it because I'm going by what his sign says, what Virgo really means. You know, he analyzed what was going on. He analyzed what went down with his mama. He analyzed what can go. He got his family out of Dodge. Well, that was with the help of her. Because she was like, damn this. I'm not going to be living in your grandmama's house and got to take all these orders and shit. That's not happening. She got her ways too. He listened to a lot of her ways, but he needed that. He needed somebody to say, we ain't got to put up with this bullshit. So she was looking for a crown, honey, while she left. While she took her kid and left. She wanted the crown so bad. She wanted the title so bad. Then you're talking about her damn kids and she can't do nothing about it. Show me, go after a Leo kid if you want to. And they can't say nothing. And then, if people understood, of course, Leo doesn't go into your world. We don't care if you're a prince. We don't care about none of that. A true lioness. You come into their world. So yes, Prince Harry went into her world. And Prince Harry loved it. Because going into her world made him become a better version of himself. He ain't sitting around drunk no more. He not in the tabloids no more for doing stuff. He not getting recommended every time you turn around. When he was young, they kept putting the boy in so many different places. Where the love at? That boy needed love. He didn't get it from his mother no more. All the love he ever had was taken from him. And then y'all wanted him to act like this and act like that. That boy ain't had nobody to hug him, to tell him no bedtime stories. He can't relate to his brother because him and his brother are being taught two different ways. They're being taught two different things. His teaching is totally different from what his brother is being taught because they have to make William king ready. To be king ready, only certain things he will know. Prince Harry don't have to worry about that. That's why Meghan had to come in so he could be his own man and stop being a freaking spear. He had to be taught. William had to be taught totally different, even though they both feel the same because it's Cancer and Virgo. They both feel the same. Remember, them two signs are special. Oh, we're gonna get to another video. I'm almost finished with this one. I just wanted to break down how the zodiac plays a part in what happened. Was people not really, they're not understanding how this went down. I'm explaining how and why this went down. But we're gonna get into why what she talking about. But people talk about, oh, she was this, she was that. She like, are you sure you ain't talking about Catherine? You got the two kind of confused. But that's what William needed, though. William needed that Capricorn. Because remember, he's a Cancer. He needed somebody that was going to let him remind him of his status, remind him of being. He needed. They both got what they needed. Is the point that I'm saying. Whether you guys like it or not, they both got what they needed out of the woman. And it's just that my mama is a Virgo and she was my fave. It's just that you're not going to take the shine from a Leo. I don't care if you royal or whatever. And that's what kind of got them mad, was just the sun. Leo is the sun. You can't take that away from them. She doesn't have to even bother anybody. It's just the point of her being there. And the point of her, when she see people, they can feel the love in her heart. And they was mad. And no, she was not going to be spending the rest of her life kissing nobody's ass. Unless her husband wanted to stay in. If her husband wanted to stay in, she would have did the best job that she can do. Matter of fact, she would have outdid Catherine. But she couldn't do it. Her husband wanted out. And nobody wants to tell the truth. Her husband wanted out. But she got one in here. The next one will be, which one should I do? Okay, this is how Black women support generational poverty. That will be coming up next. That will be coming up next. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. That will be coming up next. I told y'all the title, and it's going to be what we say. So y'all get ready and come on back. Come on back. Come on back, mama loves. Mother loves. But like I said, this video is about their zodiac signs. No more, no less. Peace out.